Alright, lighting isn't great, but it's not off. I should probably actually pull that forward, hang on. Hey, hi, hello, what's up, how's it going? It's Danny the Phantom, and I am back again with another video, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different from usual. We're going to be doing a get ready with me, so I'm not doing an outright tutorial, but I am going to be going a little bit more in depth on the makeup that I use and the techniques that I use in order to do certain makeups. And today I'm going to be doing Jolyne Cujoh. I wanted to see how the setup worked with how my room is. This is the easiest one I could think of that I wanted to do, so without further ado, let's get into it. Before we start, take a bracing sip of tea. That's still very hot. And let's get into it. So as usual, we're going to start with our primers. I actually go in with two different primers. Today I'm going to be using the Too Faced Major Hangover Prescription and the Studio Perfect Photo Living Primer in Green by NYX. Next I'm going to be going in with my foundation, and I'm using the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation in the color Marisol. The thing I love about the Juvia's Place foundation is that it is awesome for coverage. Like, that was a pea-sized drop on the back of my hand, and it has already covered almost more than half of my face, and I haven't even used it all. Like, bruh. And it is, when it says it's full coverage, it is actually full coverage, which I absolutely adore. Now, as you can see, this is very pale. In comparison to my actual skin tone, it's very, very light. It's not quite the right color. And that's because we're in COVID, baby, and we can't color match. And I already returned one color because it was too yellow for my skin tone, and I didn't want to go back in again because that just felt wasteful. And I can use a lighter color. It's no big deal. It just gets rid of my redness. But otherwise, yeah, it doesn't match. I know. You really don't have to tell me. Alright, and next I'm going to go in with my contour. When it comes to cosplay, I always do the double contour, which is both cream and powder, simply because it shows up better in photos, and it just generally gives a more stark contrast to my actual face shape. So whenever I do that, I'm going to start with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Foundation Stick in Fawn, and I'm just going to go into my contour points, which is my temple, just under my cheekbones, along the nose, just to get that very strong nose going, and my jawline. Now, for feminine makeup, I tend to just go for it how I always do, which is just contouring to bring out my cheekbones and my jawline, which are my two favorite features. And then narrow my nose a little bit more. So while these characters aren't necessarily like drag characters, I do tend to go for a more drag aspect of it, which is baking. I don't always do this for every cosplay. I do this a lot of times for characters who are supposed to have very stark differences and contrasts in their face. So for characters like JoJo's or ethereal looking characters, I tend to do something like this, like baking, in order to get that across, and then also catch any of the fallout of whenever I do my eye makeup. So I'm just gonna go into my highlight points. Also, try not to breathe in while you do this. I try really hard not to like inhale during this process. It's kind of hard to do that whenever you're like talking during it. But try not to inhale a whole lot of powders. So now I'm going to be going in with the Colourpop Just My Luck palette. I absolutely adore the Colourpop like Rainbow series. I have all of them. I love all of them so much. They are great for very color specific looks, which I do a lot of because cosplay and drag and all that fun stuff. So I'm going to go in with Kiss My Ass. I'm going to start with that one, and I'm going to go in my outer corner and into my crease. For Jolyne, I tend to do a nice little smoky eye using some very bright greens, and that's what comes in handy with this palette, is that it has those green tones that I can fiddle with a little bit, especially for a smoky eye. I use about three or four different palettes plus a single for this look because it can be very hard to get that color right. I'm gonna go in with another brush and kind of buff it out. And then I'm going to go in with the Surreal Makeup Biohazard Loose Pigment. Little goes a long way with this stuff, I'll be honest. This is also why I use baking powder whenever I do Jolyne, mostly because of the fact that this does have a bit of fallout because it is a loose pigment, but it gets exactly the effect I want. Now I'm gonna go back in with a few darker colors, and I'm just gonna hit that outer corner again, really darkening it up. Got a little bit under my eye. And then there is like this brownish green in here that I absolutely adore that I am going to take and again put on my outer corner, but just gonna really kind of dig that into it. And then in a second I'm gonna buff it out a little bit with more green. So I have that color, it darkens up my eye a little bit, and then it allows me to have that smoky eye with a little bit more depth to it than just plain green, and without just slapping some black in there. I like using warmer, like richer colors in that dark corner whenever it comes to something like this, simply because it really adds a lot more contrast than just using like a plain black. Now I'm gonna go in with Surreal Makeup's primer. This is the basic like lid primer that they have. I really like this one. It has a nice consistency, and then it's also just like you barely need the size of a pinhead. That's all you need to do your like eye makeup. Like even this is too much. And then I'm just gonna pack that in there. Live for that pigment. Love how bright this gets. And then I'm gonna kind of buff it into the sides. From here I'm gonna brush off the extra baking powder, and I'm gonna go in with my regular setting powder on the rest of my face. From there, I'm gonna go in with my Morphe palette, the Highlight and Contour palette in 8L, which is called Lo-Fi. So I'm gonna take a smaller brush and I'm gonna go in with this nice taupe color right here. And I'm just gonna contour the sides of my nose and into my brow line. And I'm also gonna contour the bottom of it, my philtrum, and right under my lid. All right, with that taken care of, let's go into our eyeliner. Now I always go in with the NYX liquid liner in the matte. It just works really well for doing nice clean lines, and I've gotten so used to it at this point that I just do my best eyeliner with this one. Okay, I'm gonna do a nice sharp line, and then I'm gonna go to the other side and try to see if I can't get that semi-even in angle. Not at all. Triangle in there. Gonna get right under my waterline here, primarily because of the fact that I have an allergic reaction to most of the pencil liners I use, so I try to have both pencil liner and that little line underneath to kind of line my waterline. I'm almost never sitting when I do my makeup. This is the weirdest thing on the planet. I've been really digging this like little false eyelash trend thing going on, and while the circles under my eyes might be preventing that just a little, I'm still gonna play with it because I think it's fun, and I'll be damned if I let something as simple as wrinkles get in my way of fun. Whenever I put myself in front of the camera, I always forget what I'm supposed to do next. I don't know how I salvaged this brush. This is a like 9-10-year-old brush, but at one point I had a terrible, evil guard instructor. At one point, she had decided that she wanted us to do like this little glitter thing on the side of her face. So she made us use eyelash glue and one of our brushes, one of our makeup brushes, in order to apply the glitter and the glue. And so I had glitter and glue on this brush for years because I didn't like know that you could clean your brushes and like that you were supposed to for like several years. Don't come at me, I've learned. I clean them regularly now. But yeah, no, so she made me ruin this brush and I don't know how I salvaged it. I cleaned it and cleaned it and cleaned it and let it soak. And I don't know how it survived, but it has, and I'm proud of it. And I still use it to this day because it does its job. Brows accomplished. Mascara. I use the Too Faced Damn Girl mascara. I think it's got a really nice full brush. I don't know if y'all can like see that, but that is such a nice brush. It's like got that nice hourglass shape that I really, really like, and it has such a good formula. It's such a dark, rich color. I got it for the first time in an Ipsy bag, and as soon as I tried it, I was like, shit, I really like this one, and I'm not allergic to it. I don't like how Jolyne is cel shaded in the anime. I will be blunt about that. So instead, I'm just going to be cell shading how I normally do. I kind of base it off the manga if I can. Before I go in with my cell shading though, I am going to go in with my highlight. This is Laser from the BH Cosmetics highlight palette. It's the Blacklight highlight palette. I've had this one for a few years now and I fucking adore this palette so much. I still use it in like almost every look because it has like all of the different colors, but this is like bright colors and like colorful colors that aren't just like peach, beige, gold. It's like fucking purple, blue, green, pink. I like it. So once again, before I go into cell shading, I am gonna put on my lipstick. Now while my lipstick dries, I am going to go in with my cell shading. Going back in with the Sex Kitten by Tarte. I use this in my cell shading video for both the masculine and feminine cell shading. It just works super nicely. It's a nice felt tip for like short lines that I really enjoy. Into my brow line. Get that nice W shape in there. And I'm only filling half my lip in because I like it. I don't know. Okay, getting my inner corner. And I do this on some of them, not all of them, but I tend to sometimes do my lid crease as well, just to get that little detail in there. All right, so I'm gonna let all of this kind of settle, and then I'm gonna get my wig on and get my costume on, and then we will return. I'll see you guys in a few. Ta-da! And now we're Jolyne Cujoh. I hope you guys enjoyed this little trial run at a Get Ready With Me. My space is really weird right now and I don't really have anywhere to do these makeup tutorials and stuff like that, so it's been kind of interesting trying to figure that out. But thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you guys learned a little something about me, my makeup, and how I do Jolyne. I would love it if you guys would like, comment, and subscribe. That would mean the absolute world to me. I make videos about cosplay and sustainability and fashion and all of these really fun things, and I'm hoping to be doing more this summer as I have more free time. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful year, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!